Hi, sorry for the background noise. I'm not so sure saan siya nanggaling. Sa recordings is okay naman siya, and dun sa video editing is okay naman siya. Bigla na lang siya lumabas. I don't know. But anyways, please enjoy this video and see ya. Okay, so I've watched Hayop Ka on Netflix, and it's the Pinoy animated full-length film that showcase animals in familiar Filipino settings. Don't think it fit as the light-hearted kid fable, because it isn't. It's more furry adventures, those animal hybrids that are horny as F, than your typical Disney Pixar animals. Like, I get it. The story is about the typical middle-class working women. They even got the Pinoy location on point, like the Parisan, the Sogo, and the shopping mall. But the film had always found ways to dial up the horniness of the characters up to 11. Yes, it's an adult cartoon, but aside from the sex, there are other things adults find enjoyable, right? Like, I don't know, coloring books? Adult coloring books? But Mark, it's not glorifying sex itself. It's giving us the picture of the erotic sex in terms of the power structure, on how the rich and the middle class people view sex. Well, the name of the barangay is Crash na Tigas. The name of the fast food is Golibo. You see where I'm coming from? I don't also see the rich versus the middle class sex dynamic. They view sex as sex. Nigo and Nympha are both horny. In fact, if I can point out things in terms of power structure, I would suggest the labor union angle, but obviously they did not develop that. But we will get into that later. Okay, does that mean the film does not have the right to be horny? No. What I'm saying is that they missed the opportunity to talk about these taboos in a meaningful way. The explicit material just became a background on this film, rather than opening a meaningful debate. There are recent call-outs about this film, because Robin Padilla, who voiced the character Roger, is politically affiliated with the current administration. I don't see any logic on that. To be honest, I'm not 100% fan of separate the artist from the art. It's just impossible for me. But in this scenario, Robin Padilla is not even the main lead of the story, so his ideology is not even brought up to the movie. In fact, he himself serves to be a villain to the main character, which is Nympha. The cancel movement seems illogical for me. However, it does not save the story from being a train wreck. It still has head-scratching ideas that does not blend up. It's full of misogynistic ideas against women that does not really age up. The technical aspect is on point. I mean, the animation is really great for me. It's a great leap from the previous full-length animation of the last decade. But the story is meh, and sometimes even problematic. Okay, so the story is about Nipa de Maano, a sales lady who fell in love with Nico, and also his love and breakup story to Robin Padilla, which is Roger. So let's mention the elephant in the room. This film is horny as F. Anytime they have the chance to slapstick the sex comedy, they will. The film has a lot of sexual innuendos. Are you just overanalyzing the themes of it, even for just a cartoon show? Well, I am, kinda. Because every time na pinapalabas yung mga ganitong pelikula, they are always marketing it as the next big thing. So it's not really an issue for me if I look into it, right? So for me, it fell on a typical kabit story, which is kind of depressing and sad as well because the animation here has potential, but it just fell on the typical drama series series. Also, the redemption arc of the characters are kind of messed up and even problematic most of times. Are they softly advocating Nympha's sister pregnancy and will Masik as okay lang yan, blessing lang yan, as yung sinabi ng nanay niya. Inigo's snob with or the working union is not explored in the movie. Actually like a joke. So I'm not so sure why they didn't open it up. Well, I get it. It's not the story about our union, about communism or whatnot, but why bring it up to the people kung di mo rin naman siya i-explore, diba? Seems like the people or the makers of this film is interested in different kind of decision. You know what I mean? Are they advocating the crass comments of radio host personalities or other social media personalities? Advice they're giving to the people or to their audiences or listeners, like they know the full story and giving harsh comments on them, and people just accepting it? Not so sure if that's the themes of the story or if that's the thing they want to go to. Okay. So for me, the animation on this is very funny. I really find it enjoyable, to be honest. I like the animation style compared to other full-length animation films like Metanoia or Orduha. But the story itself is meh. I mean, they could have explore more themes, more subject, more things that deals with adult life, like coloring book. But they did not. They just went to the typical love story, kabit angle, which is kinda problematic for me, and even I'm wondering why. So from scale 1 to 10, bibigyan natin ng Hayop Ka ng 6. Yung 6 na yon sa animation ko ibibigay. The animation is good, the animation is funny. However, yung mga minus scores niya is because of the story. The story doesn't give justice to the media itself, to the medium. So I think that they could have get a different kind of film if they just get a different kind of story. But hopefully they will learn from this kind of things and will move on. We'll do animation film with, more subjects, more depth onto the story. Again, maraming salamat sa panonood sa review kong to. At kung may gusto ka pang review natin in the future, just click like, subscribe, and comment to sa channel ko. If you like this film, please share mo to sa mga friends mo. Again, maraming salamat sa panonood sa Rebyuhan ng Bayan. This is Mark, and out. Bye-bye.